Hello everybody. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit what I consider to be very important. And I think this is something that always has ruled a little bit of my decisions in my career. And it is the sense of contribution. The more I contribute, the more I grow, and the more I feel fulfilled. So for me, it is a very important part of my working life. It's amazing to call it work because it is something that I really enjoy to do. But I think that every work should be something that you would enjoy to do and not just do it for the money. So I hope you love to do whatever you are doing for a job. Now, if you are a dentist, which I suppose you are, I think that you are already contributing a lot by treating your patients every day the best way you can. And for that, I really thank you. I think that one of my biggest purposes when I started to work was to fight dentalism. So I could see that how it would affect a person to start to lose a tooth, and they would start to feel themselves very old. It was a very early sign of aging. Nobody wants to get old. So I started to see that by the time patients start to wear removable dentures, how they come to me and they talked about losing their self-esteem, losing their quality of life. And on the other hand, by placing dental implants and the amazing thing by changing removable denture into fixed teeth again, I saw that it would be really life-changing. So for me, that was one of my major purposes in life, and of course I could not treat everyone by myself. So one way was to teach in a correct way as many dentists as possible, so that they could provide this kind of treatment to all their patients also. So not only I help to in this education of doctors in a technical purpose of the All-in-4, for example, but for me, I think this helping other people and seeing them being able to then to improve their skills and to being able to deliver this kind of treatments, for me is very, very, very fulfilling. Also, in this development of the protocol on treating genitalous patients, helping to develop products and improve this protocol so that more patients could benefit from it, has also been one of my major contributions to in dentistry. I remember that we started a social program at the clinic, and this social program, of course, it was majority of the biggest reason was for of course for marketing reasons. But for me, especially because I don't gain anything with that, was being able to actually treat two patients that had no financial condition on having implants, and being able to provide patients that never dream on having implants, having them with fixed teeth from one day to the other, and changing their lives. Like suddenly they were able to smile again, to get new jobs, to find the love of their lives. This was for me really, really really good. So, and this continued to be my contribution in this sense. Another way that I try to contribute in this continuing education, I'm a board member of the Foundation for Oral Rehabilitation, which we try to improve to give a lot of free online education to people all over the world. So we have a lot of people that are signed in this education platform, and this is also a way to give a very high level of education to people that many times do not have the opportunity to fly all over the world for dental congresses. I came back to the university, I think, more or less 2 years ago to lecture my students in the pre-graduation program, which and this was in a sense that I had to contribute from what I got in the university. So I got a lot. I received a lot from many of my professors in the university, and I think to be able to touch my students' way of thinking, to be able to give the passion that I have on treating other people, to respect these people, and also to give back and try to pull the trigger inside them, for them to be able to think for themselves, to be able to achieve basically their dreams. So this was the reason why after so many years I came back to university just 2 years ago to teach again in the university in the undergraduate program. So I think that at the end of this video, I'm going to invite you to grab your journal and actually to think a little bit about how you could contribute more. How could you contribute maybe just in your community? Think about your neighborhood, think about the people around you. How can you contribute? Is it through dentistry? Is it in another field? Is it sometimes just giving financial support? Well, think about it. Think about if it is in dentistry, for example. Think about maybe in prevention or in screening of kids in your neighborhood, schools, or in the elderly homes. Maybe you can have this type of population which sometimes do not go to the dentist so often, or do not have the financial possibility to go. Maybe you can at least give a little bit of support, a little bit of contribution. And I think this could be very, very beneficial. Think about how you grew up, the people that contribute to you, the institutions that help to make you are today. Maybe your sports club, maybe your music group, school, university. Well, think about the groups and the institutions that made you who you are, and see how you could give something back to them. So enjoy, because in my biggest advice is that don't keep everything to yourself. Actually share everything with the others, because the more you share, the more you give, really, believe me, is the more you receive. Enjoy.